Live from the O'Brien Services Stadium Studios, this is the fifth quarter.
Welcome to another edition of the fifth quarter. I'm Tanner Barr, joined by my man, the myth, the legend, Joe Catanacci. Maybe I give you a little bit too much credit, but let's get ready for another jam-packed night of high school football. And Joe, you talked about it. A lot of interesting matchups tonight with playoffs right around the corner.
Week 11 of the high school football season. We're heading down the stretch. No bigger game in the region tonight, obviously, than at Legion Stadium. Supremacy atop the Mid-Eastern Conference on the line between New Hanover and West Brunswick. Hoggard and Topsail, they go down to the wire in a late quarter matchup there between those two Mid-Eastern Conference foes. South Brunswick looking for back-to-back wins against Wilmington schools here this week as well.
Let's do it. You got my blood flowing. Let's get right into it. Our fifth quarter game of the week, and people have been waiting for this one. As you said, New Hanover hosting undefeated West Brunswick. The West Brunswick Trojans taking on the Wildcats. We'll pick this one up early on in the first quarter, 7-0. And check out this play. Chase Nixon with the laser to Aiden Brady, and he keeps his foot in bounds. What a grab. They would convert the extra point to go up 14-0.
Yeah, still in the second quarter here, a Wildcat offense going to work. It's Chase Nixon again with a long throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Jaheim JoJo Marshall, 44-yard touchdown. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now, Tanner, with New Hanover in control. And
the Wildcats would continue to go through the air. Chase Nixon once again saying, hey, I can throw the laser beam just like I can throw a baseball. Gets it to his man, Aiden Brady, slides in. They would say yes, touchdown. He got it before the ball hit the ground. New Hanover extends their lead 28-0, but West Brunswick will not go away here. It's Jay Fletcher, handoff to Samari Brogdon. He'll bull his way into the end zone, but it didn't matter. The Wildcats go on and defeat the Trojans 28-7, remain undefeated in conference play this season.
Kids played great. I mean, we played unbelievable defense, and offensively we were able to move the ball. They made a couple mistakes. I thought the game would come down to who made the most mistakes, and they made some mistakes, and we were able to capitalize on them.
And what a great night it was. And all I can say about that one is, wow, what a big-time win for New Hanover. And, Joe, we talked about, how would this one unfold before the show, and what's your biggest takeaway from what you saw tonight here between these two teams and a big win for the New Hanover Wildcats?
Well, I think for the Wildcats, we're seeing Coach Dimmick with his thumbprint on this New Hanover offense, and the play of Chase Nixon has continued to get better and better week after week at the quarterback position. And for the Wildcats, big effort on defense tonight to stymie the West Brunswick offense, and I think that may have been a big story moving forward here towards the back end of the season for New Hanover.
Yeah, they're playing some really good football. We'll have to wait and see what next week holds for both of those teams. Now let's get to another big-time game with playoff implications as well. Topsail hosting the revamped Hoggard Vikings. Coach Wayne Inman trying to lead his team back into the playoffs. Tall task against the Vikings, and it was a defensive battle through three quarters. Cody Wallace throws in the flats to J.J. Armstrong. He's lit up by Tyler Ryan, and the score would be 7-6 going to the fourth quarter.
Topsail, in fact, trailing with 1:24 left in the game with a little trickery. The old double reverse pass, a bomb. Gavin Ellis has Clay Marks, and he's down deep into Hoggard territory.
What a big-time play that was, and then this about cost the Pirates the game. Under a minute to go, Wallace trying to make something happen, rolls to his right, has his pass picked off by Jackson King. But hold on a second, they call defensive holding. Topsail gets the football, sets up this. Jose Orellano, 37-yard field goal is up and good as time expires. The Topsail Pirates walk off Hoggard, 9-7 the final score, and I don't know if we can beat that one.
Well, let's go from Hampstead now to Bucktown. Laney hosting the North Brunswick Scorpions, and following a long drive, the Scorpions stick with the ground game. It's quarterback Levi Lindbergh calls his own number and is in for the 1-yard score. The Scorps lead early 7-0.
Laney has been trying to get their offense going for the past few weeks, but as they say, this is not it. I may have gotten tricked by the play action, but the North Brunswick defense did not. Josh Gass forces the fumble. Scorpions dive up there and scoop it up. Go ahead and flex on him, young man. And it didn't take long for the North Brunswick offense to turn the turnover into points. Triple option pitch outside to Cameron Mapson. Watch the junior go to work, slicing and dicing in for the score.
And the Scorpions go on the road, pick up the big win tonight in Bucktown, 42-14, North Brunswick winners.
Now let's move this party down to Southport. South Brunswick trying to build off last week's win, hosting Ashley, as you said, and the Cougars were pounding the rock early and often first quarter. Rodney Thomas Price finding some space on the outside, picks up a huge chunk yard here for South Brunswick. that Ashley would have their chances to stay in the ball game.
The mistakes have plagued Ashley all season, and they bite the young Screaming Eagles again tonight. Jackson Powell in open space as the football knocked away. It stays with Ashley, but tough one tonight for the Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, they're without their starting quarterback, Logan Teeter. Barrett Swells takes over, fires a pass to Tucker, hand in the flats. Nice catch, but he coughs up the football. It's pinballed around, and finally coming up with it is South Brunswick, and you probably won't find a better effort than this tonight. Roman Dilgar fires it way downfield. It's caught by his man who caught a touchdown last week. Miguel Miller sheds not one tackler, but two. He's in for the score.
South Brunswick makes it 2 in a row. They beat Ashley tonight, second straight win over a Wilmington school, 36-zip.
Yeah, they're playing some really good football right now. A team that, as they watch, they can maybe get into the playoffs, but it's going to take a win over West Brunswick next week for them to have a shot.
Well, you might as well try and put yourself in that position towards the end of the year, and they're able to do so with wins over Laney and Ashley in back-to-back weeks.
Two pretty good wins. Well, we are through our first set of games tonight here on the fifth quarter, and we still have so much more coming your way. We'll check out the Coastal 8 Conference. After the break, Heidi Trask and Kinder search for some big-time wins with playoff implications.